Hey guys, this is Vic from Grasping the Market and welcome to our market briefing. Well, today, although we remain trading within last week's range, we had an unexpected push higher, a rotation back up, and actually on the regular trading hours we had a gap up, but most of the move happened overnight when we had an unexpected concession from China on the trade front, saying that they are willing to hold the retaliatory tariffs. So that takes back. Remember that this day, last Friday, was we had the FOMC commenting on the economy from the Jackson Hole Symposium, but also we had an early move on the overnight down when China announced that they will retaliate with some tariffs. Well, now they announced that they're delaying that, and the whole move that was seen Friday and validated earlier in the week has been fully reversed. Now we are very close to the top of that balancing range. That doesn't mean that that we are going to break through. It looks very bullish. We had a gap up, and now we're really close. We're within 20 handles of the top, but we still need to see proper acceptance and continuation from this move. Looking at the market profile, there's very little to comment there. There's just one important thing. The overnight did most of the job, and we gap up and open here. Now in the early morning, the initial push we saw was enough to take the overnight high, but couldn't attack the 23rd of August high, which is an important clue because going all the way up here, opening, pushing, and stopping short by only a few ticks, that's not right. It was on the C period that we saw the aggressive sell-off on ECB comments, that obviously the market used that as an opportunity, knowing the fundamental change on the Chinese trade talks front, to buy the market. And after that, it was enough to sustain the gains. Now, one important thing that I would like to mention is, yes, the gap held, and we had a very healthy excess on the C period. But given the size of this excess and the gap, I would have expected a higher or a further away extension from the morning high. And the fact that we actually extended on G, I, J, but always falling back inside, we couldn't really sustain acceptance above this 23rd of August high. So nonetheless, value was established higher, and when you had the more visual pullback on the L and the beginning of the M period, the market sustained it again, and we close and settle very close to that high. So obviously this area is where the market is focused at the moment, and that should be the focus for the morning. The focus for the morning is assessing continuation from this area. I've marked the pullback with this yellow arrow, but this is so close to halfback, and halfback is such an important reference, and it is below that. We only have just a couple of handles, and then the excess that I would say acceptance below the afternoon pullback. It gives a warning, but still keeps this up move alive. But if we get acceptance below the halfback, that will definitely denote change, because the likelihood of challenging this excess is high. So if we get acceptance below the halfback, definitely we need to pay attention. It doesn't mean that a reversal is coming, but it's likely that the market is finding balance up here. Now, if you get acceptance above the afternoon high, 28, and even above the J high, definitely pay attention for continuation, because we are so close to the upper of the range. Something that needs to be mentioned is, if there is an aggressive move and we break above the 46 level, well, before the 46 we have something around 40. You see a couple of highs here and here around the 40 area, and then the 46. But my point is, if we have an extended move above the 46 and find acceptance, that constitutes a break from balance. And given the length and the amount of back and forth that we've seen in this intermediate term auction, if we break from balance and sustain that break, that increases the odds dramatically that we are going further up, perhaps towards the 3000 area. Remember that at 29.69 we go back above the earlier year 4-month balancing range. So it's a very interesting market right now. I don't want to get too excited about today's jump up. First, we need to see what happens in that 40-46 area to then make a call. Anything can happen. Odds are just odds. And one important thing to mention as well is that tomorrow is month end, so you will have additional external forces playing havoc in the market. Remember, the market is reacting to news very strongly, so be careful and manage your risk wisely.